Hello, we are VR Conductor.
I'm Justin Macedo.
I'm Nicholas Scioli.
And I'm Wyatt Lindquist.
So who exactly is this project aimed at? Well, we're trying to target music students, music conductors, music enthusiasts, and music professors. Music students being those who are pursuing an education in music studies, conductors being those who have led groups for a large amount of time, enthusiasts being those who have a passion for that kind of field of music, and professors being those who are trying to teach music students in the ways of conducting. Well, what kind of issues do these people currently face? For music students, there's really no way to refine their technique without a live music group. For music conductors, there's really no way to prepare for the big event without involving everyone. For music enthusiasts, there's really no way to start unless they know someone that can help them out in this regard. And for professors, there's really no way to teach proper technique in a traditional classroom setting. Noticeably, the main issue that they all have is that without a music group, they cannot practice. Well, what methods are currently at their disposal? You have the paper and pen method, which is you tape a piece of paper onto the wall, you hold a pen or a pencil as though you were holding a conductor's baton, and you trace out the general conducting form on that paper. You have the mirror method, where you pretend to conduct an orchestra in front of a mirror so you can see yourself and see what kind of form you are conducting. And then you also have the group method, which is that you find some sort of musical group and you practice by allowing them to play and you lead them, and then you get feedback from them. Some images are as follows. Here's the pen and paper method. As you can see, the general form for 4/4 and 6/4 is shown. You have the mirror method, where you have this man here practicing in front of a mirror. And you have the group method, where you have the main conductor conducting his orchestra.
None of these solutions are perfect, however. For the pen and paper method, it's very awkward to draw on the wall with a pen. There's a lot of resistance, and you're not going to be able to learn the proper form. You can refine your knowledge, but you won't be able to improve or learn new things. For the mirror method, you're looking at yourself in reverse and you have no musical feedback. This could potentially be confusing and isn't that beneficial compared to actual practice. The group method, while the most useful of all because it's in an actual musical setting, is extremely difficult to gather an entire group to perform with you on short notice or for just practice. Often groups will only be available for actual performances. Our proposed solution is to simulate a conducting environment with virtual reality. Through the use of a head-mounted display and 3D audio, we can create a simulated environment as though the conductor were actually conducting a live group. This will allow for live feedback from the simulated music group, allow the conductor to visualize their conducting form as they wave the baton. They could see the shape that they are creating, and this would also allow for them to record and replay their performances. This will allow them to practice different conducting styles without the pressure of performing with an actual musical group, and allow for conducting of any musical piece by allowing MIDI files to be loaded, which will then play back in the simulated music group.
So some parameters for success that we've defined for ourselves include positive feedback from a target audience, which means that we'll let users, typically musical related people, to try out our product, and from that we'll be able to determine whether they like the app's features, if everything works well for them. And the app should also be able to accurately detect the conducting form. We'll be able to should have proper 3D audio localization for simulating music groups. We should easily have the ability to load MIDI files from any chosen musical piece. A very simple to use interface, because our product is mainly for non-developers and not actual developers, and we want to be able to have a versatile selection of conducting forms. To reach our goals for success, we've identified a few product challenges that we must overcome during development. This means that we have to correctly detect movement in VR, as well as creating a convincing VR environment for the user to see. Also, we'll have to be able to generate sounds from a variety of instruments by accurately parsing MIDI files from a variety of sources. And also, we have to be able to properly simulate the location of sound sources during the conducting. Alright, so to overcome our project challenges, we identified some strategies for our success. This means we need to start early and limit our scope to solely core functionality and only add features as needed. We need to also be able to have continuous feedback from professionals in the field and make sure we are consistently developing. Finn,